The Golden Age of America, a journey through optimism and innovation. The mid-20th century wasn't merely an era, it was a mindset brimming with hope, unity, and progress. Step with us into the Golden Age of America, a time when prosperity soared, dreams flourished, and an optimistic nation seemed unstoppable. What made this age so iconic? Let's dive in and explore. The aftermath of World War II left many nations grappling with despair, yet America emerged resilient. Soldiers returned home to a booming economy, ready to redefine normalcy. The GI Bill enabled millions to pursue higher education and home ownership, fueling a revolution in suburban living and family stability. Industries that once churned out war supplies pivoted to consumer goods. Everyday Americans could now afford modern conveniences like refrigerators, cars, and televisions. The nation was united by a shared belief. A brighter future was not just possible, it was inevitable. Optimism ran through the veins of every innovation. Nowhere was the Golden Age more visible than in the concept of the American dream. For many, suburban homes with picket fences symbolized newfound freedoms. This was an era where families gathered around their first televisions, children played in spacious yards, and upward mobility felt within reach for all. Innovation wasn't confined to cities. The highway system expanded, connecting towns and fostering national unity. With highways came opportunities, roadside diners, family vacations, and an explosion of culture that brought Americans together like never before. The dream was no longer abstract, it was being lived. Culturally, this era was electric. Teens rebelled through rock and roll, soundtracking the nation with Elvis Presley and Chuck Berry. Meanwhile, television wove an entirely new world of stories that brought laughter, love, and learning into living rooms. Innovation seeped into every aspect of life. The country was also looking up, literally. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union represented far more than scientific advancement. Americans gazed at the stars with awe and excitement, believing humanity's destiny was to explore uncharted worlds. And they weren't just spectators, they felt part of it. Despite its undeniable glimmer, the Golden Age wasn't without challenges. Deep inequalities, segregation, racial barriers, and economic gaps contrasted the promise of unity. Yet, even these struggles reflected change. Movements for civil rights began transforming the national conversation, laying the groundwork for future victories. Cold War anxieties fostered unity as Americans sought to overcome their fears collectively. It wasn't perfection that defined this age, but the relentless forward momentum that inspired hope. Even hardships brought Americans closer to achieving their ideals of equality and opportunity. The Golden Age reshaped identities and the very foundations of what it meant to be American. Icons like Marilyn Monroe, Martin Luther King Jr., and Neil Armstrong weren't just individual figures. They symbolized the common threads that united an era brimming with possibility and ambition. The technological advances, artistic disruptions, and social gains from this period continue to echo today. Whether it was dreaming of the stars or marching for justice, this was an era that reminded the world optimism can create lasting change. Decades later, we reflect, will another golden age arise? Today, we stand at the edge of impactful innovations, from AI to clean energy. The challenges might differ, yet the spirit of 20th century optimism remains timeless. What if we channeled this hope to uplift and transform the modern world? The Golden Age teaches us the value of dreaming boldly and tackling obstacles with unwavering faith in progress. Reflecting on this legacy doesn't mean idolizing the past. It means envisioning a future where the best days are still ahead. Be the next spark of innovation, the voice of change, or the dreamer who inspires generations. Subscribe to stay inspired. Question how far we can go together, and join the community that believes in a golden age, not behind us, but waiting to unfold.